M4 versus GRAU in that range. No, you don't take that fight with an M4. Hi guys, it's Mattiace, and in today's video we're gonna take a deeper look into why there are so many people that are switching to the GRAU. Now don't get me wrong, the GRAU has always been recognized as a very good weapon, but it's becoming more and more popular, and in this video I'm going to demonstrate what it is that really makes the GRAU stand out. And, well, the weapon that it's mostly being compared with, as far as I know, is the M4A1. And as of now, I actually have more kills with the M4, and I've recently started switching back to it because I've realized that most of my engagements are actually at a bit closer range than these kind of long shots that you see where the GRAU really stands out. However, these kind of crazy range kills with the GRAU is something that makes this weapon really popular. However, when you see these kinds of kills, it's very important to understand from your own point of view whether or not this is something that's going to apply to your playstyle. What I've seen is that people will build a GRAU similar to what you see in my build here, and this is purely built for range and accuracy, but keep in mind there's absolutely no reason to build the weapon this way unless you really take these kinds of engagements. For example, if one of your weapons is a sniper rifle or a marksman rifle, then I see absolutely no reason whatsoever to build your GRAU, or maybe not even choose the GRAU the way you see in this video. These kinds of shots is what that weapon, the sniper or the marksman, is for. And you'd be much better off building a medium-range assault rifle or even a submachine gun as your secondary, or if you want to call it your primary, than to go with a range build with a GRAU. Also keep in mind that as you're covering quite a lot of territory when playing Warzone, you really want to have at least one weapon that allows you to sprint a bit faster and run a bit faster, and whatever attachment you put on the GRAU that is designed for long range and accuracy will automatically also hinder or lower, I should say, your mobility. I normally run with an MP5 nowadays, and whether I use my MP7 or MP5, I will run faster with my SMG, which is part of the purpose of its build. And if most of your assault rifle engagements are more similar to what you see here, then I believe you're going to do better using an M4A1. Now, generally, I would say that this type of engagement, that kind of range, is where the M4 and the GRAU meet. At closer range, the M4 is better. At longer range, the GRAU is better. However, choose a weapon and build your weapon based on your own playstyle. Find that content creator that plays the way you play and builds a weapon that serves the kind of engagements that you choose, and go with that. There's no right or wrong, really. It's mostly basically what you would say with attachments and weapons choices is that whatever you gain in one area, you lose in another area, and you want to build your weapon so that it serves your playstyle and that complements your other favorite weapon. Now, on a personal level, I feel rather uncomfortable using the GRAU at anything else than rather long range. And what happens is that when you combine the GRAU with an MP5 or any other submachine gun, there is a certain range where the submachine gun is no longer effective, that needs to be filled with the assault rifle. And I would say that it's the first 10 or maybe 15 meters past the effective range of a submachine gun where I feel a little bit uncomfortable using the GRAU. And this is where the M4 is much better. Now you might think that, hey, this is just a few meters, right? Yeah, it's true, but the fact is that you have a lot of engagements, or at least I have a lot of engagements at that particular range. Here you will see a bit of both. Actually, this is a bit too close, and had I known, then I would have probably used the drone and quarters for this engagement, but I had the GRAU out, so I didn't have time to switch. It's right here. This, in my opinion, is too close for comfort when it comes to the GRAU. The next engagement here, though, however, that's where the GRAU really shines. Alright, so that was a bit sloppy, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, as of now, my M4 is level 71, my GRAU is level 66, so yeah, I do have a bit more kills with the M4. And I'd like to have a look at, well, it's especially, let's talk about some of the most important attachments here. Now, the Tempest 264 Archangel, That's a must for my build, and it gives you this, not only the barrel that gives you this accuracy or part of the accuracy build, but it also gives you that very iconic iron sight that's so important. The monolithic suppressor, it goes without saying, I think. And then there are a few different things that people probably have or might have differently. Now, the one thing that has been the most confusing and the most difficult choice for me has been the foregrip. And for a long time, I actually used, I think it was the Ranger foregrip. And it looks a little bit better than the Commando foregrip that you see here. But there is one big drawback with the Ranger, and that is aim down sight speed. And that's why I actually switched back to the Commando foregrip, because once you have this one on, the drawback of the aim down sight speed is no longer there. Even though at crazy long ranges, if the time aspect is not a problem, then yeah, the Ranger is better. I can assure you, it's actually quite a bit of a difference. But the amount of times that you probably want to land those shots a little bit earlier are most likely going to be more common. Like this, for example. I actually believe that with a Ranger attached in that situation, I'd be dead. I also know that there's a lot of people that prefer the tack laser over, I'm not really sure of what attachment that I have that I would replace, probably the rear grip maybe. And personally, I feel a little bit uncomfortable with the tack laser because there are some situations where, especially during the end game, where you're actually going to be aiming down sight even when you're not shooting, you just do it preemptively, and in that situation, the laser might actually reveal your position, something that you probably don't want. Yeah, I gotta say, the laser, it's a bit of a tough choice, but so far I've decided to go without it. Now, another thing that has been an even more tough choice is actually the choice of a magazine. Now, to a lot of people it would be like, yeah, it goes without saying that 60 bullets is better than 50 bullets. Yeah, that's true, as long as you're only counting bullets. But the 60 bullets magazine does have a few drawbacks that might make it worth considering switching back to the 50 bullets magazine. And I think it's mobility and control that suffers a little bit when you add those 10 bullets. Now, obviously, if you play squad, then those extra 10 bullets are going to be more valuable. And aside from that, it's also in crazy long engagements that are drawn out when both of you can peek in and out of cover. Then yeah, normally you need to spend more bullets then because people are plating up and all. And it's also when you're, especially when you're shooting at cars, that I find those extra 10 bullets being a little bit extra valuable. So yeah, basically it comes down to a few different things. If you take a lot of really long range engagements, or at least you wanna start doing it, then yeah, the GRAU is definitely your weapon. But it's also about what other weapon you have in your loadouts. If your other weapon is a submachine gun or a shotgun, then yes, again, the GRAU might be your choice. But if it's a sniper rifle or marksman rifle, I would say either go with an assault rifle for medium range or a submachine gun that is more designed for longer range, so that you have that in-between gap, or that what you're looking for then if you go with a sniper rifle is more of an all-round build of either your SMG or assault rifle. At the same time, if you have this GRAU or even the range build of the M4, then your SMG should definitely be for mobility and close range. Anyway, I hope this video was helpful, and big thanks for watching.
Oh my god, I hate this place. I don't want to be here. Get me out of here. Oh, I'm dead.
Nine enemies are still active. Hunt them down. safe zone.